Damn near Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yeah, so glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. Ain't no gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, all the boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School as we get you set for the start of the 2019 girls volleyball season. I am Todd Duke, and I am glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. We are just in week number 1, had the boys soccer season opener on Monday night in Chatham. And now we are back home. First time we've been here at the gymnasium in Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium since the boys basketball team lost to Alton in the playoffs this past February. So nice to be back on the home turf, or the home court, so to speak, as we get you set for the season and the home opener of your Lady Kahok volleyball team. They are taking on the Highland Bulldogs here, both of these teams in their season openers. Highland, coached by third-year coach Caitlin Haggerty, went 26-9 in her first year. 33-3 last year, so she has a 59-12 mark in her first couple of years. Abby Hanger returns for Collinsville, her second year as the head coach of the girls volleyball program. The team went 22-10 last year. And we'll fill in some more of those blanks and some more of those numbers and names to go along with everything as we continue, as we welcome you in to the Chiropractic Works pregame show. Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. Dr. Chris McCluskey, he's the man in charge there. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call, 343-3602, or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, last year for Collinsville, first time since 2012, 6 years that the Lady Kahoks won more than 20 games in one season, got to the playoffs, and beat Belleville West at Belleville East in the regional semis. A 2-0 victory, a 25-23 win and a 25-21 win. Very close wins for both of those games, and then they moved on to face O'Fallon, and they lost to the Panthers in the regional championship game. Also, very close, tight, competitive games in that one as O'Fallon came out on top 26-24 and 25-23. Last year for Highland, they lost 2-0 to Taylorville in the regional championship game after beating Effingham 2-0. That was Coach Haggerty's first year in the playoffs. Last year, they beat Civic Memorial in the regional semifinals at Jerseyville, and that was 2-0, and then lost again to Taylorville, this time at Sacred Heart Griffin in the sectional semifinal after they advanced out of the regional championship game. That was the 9th regional championship, by the way, in Highland School program history. The only other sectionals that they had was 88 and 89. So they got that regional championship but couldn't pick up that sectional championship. And for Collinsville, it's been even longer for that, but we're going to work on that this year. I had a chance to talk to Collinsville's head coach, Abby Hanger, and we'll pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Next event coming up for the Collinsville Junior Service Club will be their ravioli tent at the Italian Fest. So don't forget to stop by there and support the Collinsville Junior Service Club.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. It is the season opener and the home opener for your Lady Kahok volleyball team under second-year head coach Abby Hanger, who joins us now on the pregame show. First of all, how was your summer?
It was very good, filled with a lot of volleyball, but all good.
Did you find some time to have some fun?
A little bit, not too much, since I do club volleyball. That goes all the way through July, and then as soon as we get back, high school kicks in. So, but I love volleyball, so it's good.
Did you have a chance to enjoy or experience the St. Louis Blues winning the Stanley Cup?
Oh, yes, I definitely took in all of that fun. Assistant coach Katie and I had a lot of fun. We went down for the rally. It was a great time to be in St. Louis.
Sure was. I'll never forget it. All right, let's talk some volleyball. I was doing my homework the last couple of nights. You guys, everybody loses a few. Graduation happens. It's part of what's going on in high school sports. But you bring back a lot of key starters to this year's team.
Yes, that is correct. So we are very happy with the girls we brought back. We have 5 seniors, all that will play big parts for us this year. So we're happy with our returners for sure.
All right, talk to me about some of these key roles. Libero, I know that was filled a lot last year by Adriana Holder. So who fills that role this year?
Right now it's Lauren Fortner. We do try to push everybody to play to every position, but Lauren, our senior, has definitely earned that spot. So she'll be our starting libero for right now.
All right, second year into this, do you feel a little bit more comfortable this year than you did going into last year?
Yeah, a little bit. You know the girls a lot better. They know what to expect. They know, kind of the expectations from the coaching staff, and we know kind of how to push them. So that's the one great thing about high school. You get these kids for 4 years, and you get to learn a lot about them and what helps them and motivates them as well.
All right, so we talked about some of the key returners. You got Lise Halbrooks coming back, and Hannah Scrum and Darcy Metzger, just to name a few off the top of my head. Lots of experience coming back, too, because these girls have been playing on the varsity level for a long time.
Yes, I'm pretty sure they all, before I even got here, were varsity starters, and I am very lucky to have them again this year. We also have another senior, Kristen Mitchell, who will play a huge part, who also was a starter for us last year. All of our seniors are very good. They were hard workers, and I can't wait to see what they can do.
Like I said, I was doing my homework, so I was looking at what not only you graduated, but what Highland graduated as well. And kind of a tale of two teams here. Highland graduated 3 or 4 of their top 5 performers off of last year's teams. When I was looking at the stats, you guys bring back 3 or 4 of your top 5 performers from last year's team.
Yeah, that we're very lucky in that sense, because we do have the experience we didn't have, and we really think the experience played a key role in regionals last year. But we also bring back Kennedy Fisher, who started last year as a sophomore, is now a junior. Katie Dawson's a junior who will get a ton of playing time. We have 2 sophomores, Sydney Summers and Renaissance Hill, who are going to do a great job for us. Everybody's fighting for a position right now, which makes the gym really fun.
Well, you won more than 20 games last year for the first time in a long time in this history, or this program. 6 years, I believe. Can we do this again?
That is the goal we're set out for. The expectation is high this year, and I think we're more than capable. We have a lot of things to work on, and of course we want to win, but our focus right now is how we play together, how our teamwork is, how our communication is. So we honestly haven't talked about that a lot, but I would like that again for sure.
All right, game number 1, what are you looking for out of your girls?
So we've been really strong on communication and effort. We want to be the hardest workers in the gym, and we want to over-communicate. Both are things that you don't have to be physically capable to do. You just have to be mentally enticed to do them, I would say. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for our kids to be super disciplined and to play together and have a lot of heart.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Abby Hanger, your Lady Kahoks volleyball coach. We will take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll set the starters for you on both sides, and we'll do that in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current one? Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now. Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online at blaylockteam.com or on Facebook at the Blaylock Team.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune has now added Collinsville to their coverage area this year, including coverage of City Hall, happenings in Collinsville, as well as coverage of the Unit 10 schools and the Collinsville Kahoks, plus more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper that is published every Thursday and has been reporting news and sports in Madison County for over 30 years. Subscriptions are only $32 for an entire year, delivered to your home and the online edition. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at www.timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Troy Times-Tribune.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
And welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. I am Todd Duke. We were about ready to come back out of break, and then they went right into the national anthem. So I had to kind of wing it there and play a few more commercials. But nevertheless, we are back. Here are your starters for the Highland Bulldogs. The libero will be number 6, Tess Corte. Also out there will be Megan Vidmar. She is a senior. Sydney Coker, also a senior. Bella Laporta, one of the returning starters from last year, as a sophomore last year. She's a junior this year. Olivia Wilkie, Anne Marie Beckmeyer, and Taylor Kesner will be your starters for Highland. For your Collinsville Kahawks, the libero will be Lauren Fortner. She is a senior this year. And on the court with her will be Renaissance Hill Russell. I have permission just to call her by her one of the two last names, Hill or Russell. They said I could call her what is it, Ray or Riri or something like that? Yeah. I'm like, I don't think I'll touch that one. Katie Dawson also getting the start here tonight for Collinsville. And then some of the names you'll recognize: Darcy Metzger, Hannah Scrum, and Elise Halbrooks. Kennedy Fisher will see some time here in a little bit. Kristen Mitchell just coming back from being sick, so she may not see some time today, but she is definitely in the plans here for Collinsville. Rocky start last year for the Lady Kahawks. They won their first one, then lost, then won, then lost 2 in a row, then won again, and then lost again. So they started off 3-4, but after that they found their footing. They won 6 straight after that, lost their next 2 games, then they won 8 straight again. By the way, in between those was those 2 losses against O'Fallon and Edwardsville. So yeah, we can see if we can build off of that and maybe beat those guys this year. Lost the next 2 after winning 8 straight, before winning 5 of their last 7 to end the year. And again, that end of the year came in the regional championship game against the O'Fallon Panthers. These 2 teams did play each other. They play each other a lot, actually, for 2 teams not in the same conference. Collinsville won last year in 3 sets, 25-18, 25-13, and then lost a set 25-15. And over the last 20 years, Collinsville has the edge, 13-7 over these Lady Bulldogs of Highland. Collinsville, of course, going to be dressed in the purple and white. The girls will be wearing the purple shorts with the white jerseys, numbers on the backs and the fronts. Kahawks written across the backs of their jerseys, except for, of course, the libero, which is Lauren Fortner. She has on the purple jersey. Highland, black shorts, red jerseys, numbers on the backs are in white. And we are just about ready to go. By the way, they did have more games here. That's why we were a little late over in the auxiliary gym. The freshman Lady Kahawks got off to a rocky start. They lost their first set 25-20 and then lost the second set 25-8. JV won, took 3 sets to do it. That's why we were on a little late. Lady Kahawks won the first set 25-18, lost the second one by that same score, and then won a barn burner in the third set 25-23. So we are just about ready to get started here. We'll try to do the best we can to keep up with the scoreboard. I'm flying solo. Luckily, volleyball does not require a camera person, so I am good there. Highland, by the way, written across the fronts of the Lady Bulldogs jerseys, but not in white. That would be in black. Highland will serve first. And it'll be number 10, and I don't have a number 10 on my roster. What do you know? No, excuse me, that's 18. My mistake. That is Anne Marie Beckmeyer, a junior middle hitter. She hits it We are underway. Picked up in the back by Fortner. Halbrook setting it up for Scrum, and Scrum tries that back corner, but it's out of bounds. And Highland picks up the first point here in this contest. First set just underway. Glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. Here is Anne-Marie Beckmeyer again. Another serve picked up by Fortner once again. And a little hesitation there by Collinsville's Hill, but she got it over. And now a blistering shot, but a nice job by Fortner to pick it up. Metzger gets it up to Scrum, and Scrum will get the ball over the net. Now Highland trying to set it up on their side, and it is out of bounds. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Okay, see, we have a corner referees. We didn't have that in the JV game. So I think the corner referee said that was out, but the referee up in the ladder said that she thought it was in, but she got overruled. So now wait a minute, the scoreboard's wrong. It's 1-1. Highland picks it up in the backcourt, moves it up front, goes in for the kill. Nicely done up front. And a whistle as a lift was called for Collinsville, so now it is 2-1 in favor of Highland. Kennedy Fisher, the junior, is in there. I didn't see her sneak in. She wasn't the original starter there. Snuck in on me. Here is Reagan Krask. Here is Elise Halbrooks over to Hannah Scrum. Picked up in the middle by Highland. They push it across over here to this side, and a nice job there by Olivia Wilkie. And that's another point for her team, and the Highland Lady Bulldogs are up 3-1. Back to serve it up once again. Reagan Krask. Picked up by Fortner. Moved up front. Halbrook, she just stumps it over instead of setting it up. And now Hannah Scrum couldn't find the other side of the net with the ball. It fell right down in front of her. And just like that, Highland has a 4-1 lead. Serving all this time is Reagan Krask, the senior. Picked up by Metzger. Metzger hit it out of bounds. Halbrook saves it, gets it back to Metzger. She hits it over. And now Highland goes to work up front. Another kill shot. Trying to send it over there. Olivia Wilkie. And Collinsville ends up blocking that one out of bounds, so it's 5-1 in favor of Highland. Krask, the senior, delivers another one. This one's picked up by Metzger to Halbrooks, trying to set it up for Metzger. Does so. Blistering shot picked up in the backcourt by Bella Laporta, and then hit out of bounds. And Collinsville will pick up their second point. Laporta, as a sophomore last year, she paid some dividends. She was number 2 on the team in kills, number 3 on the team in service received, and number 6 on her team in aces. So they return a very experienced junior from last year's varsity team. Collinsville, nice job by Metzger to keep that one alive, but then Halbrooks hits it into the bottom of the net. And another point there by Highland to make it 6-2 in favor of the Bulldogs. Coach Abby Hanger, I don't know if you can see her over there on the sideline. She's got a neck brace on. She had a couple of bulging discs that she got surgery for at the beginning of August. So there's one that falls in. Football team is down across the way, along with Coach Popovich. Of course, the boys will be in action tomorrow at Cahokia. We'll have that game for you as well. 6-3 in favor of Highland. Here is Fortner back to serve for Collinsville. She gets it over, picked up in front, right in front of the libero. And now, that was a nice kill there by Sydney Coker, the senior, for Highland, right down the middle. Found a spot where no one was. 3 girls dove for it wearing the purple and white, but none of them could get there. Here is Tess Cordy. Cordy sends it in the middle, picked up by Scrum. Halbrooks tries to move it over, but Highland is there to make sure that ball never does get over, and it is 8-3 in favor of the Bulldogs. Tess Cordy back to serve once again for Highland. Does so, picked up by Fortner. Moves it up to Halbrooks. Halbrooks over here to Metzger, and she gets a shot that goes right off of the fingers of Bella Laporta and Anne-Marie Beckmeyer, and then it finds a spot in the middle of the floor. And Collinsville picks up a point. It's now 8-4. Back to serve this time for the Kahawks will be Elise Halbrooks. Halbrooks was one of the stellar servers from last year for Collinsville. She gets it across, and then it's just slapped across by Highland. A returned favor by Darcy Metzger, and the ball stays alive. Nice block up front. Both Metzger and Hill. And Collinsville has climbed back to within 3. 8-5 in favor of the Highland Bulldogs. Here is Halbrooks with another serve. In the back, picked up by the libero Corte. And moved up front, sent over by Laporta. Hannah Scrum handles it. Up front, Darcy Metzger hits it a little too far. No, it's in. Back judge says it hit the line. And Collinsville brings themselves back to within 2. 8-6 in favor of Highland. Here is Halbrooks. Elise, a little lob shot right in the middle. That's picked up. Wilkie. And then the ball knocked out of bounds. Collinsville climbs back to within 1. 8-7. Halbrooks ready to serve up another. Here it is. Gets it over. Picked up again in the middle. Moved over to the side. That one's out. Monster slam there by Anne-Marie Beckmeyer, but she got too much on it. And Collinsville has come all the way back to tie this. We are knotted at 8. Halbrooks serves it up again. Picked up by the libero Corte. Moved over. Collinsville. Nice save there by Fortner. Scrum gets it over. Picked up in the backcourt by Krask. And now moved over. Nice block back the other way by Metzger. Over to this side for Laporta. Collinsville blocks it out. Has their first lead of this game. All the meanwhile, Halbrooks back serving up all these points. Now we're going to have a timeout called. We'll step aside for just a second. Back with more volleyball action for you here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Well, missed a couple of points, one by each side there while we were on commercial break. Sorry about that. Was expecting that to last a little bit longer. So it is 10-9 in favor of Collinsville. And there's a blistering shot kept in. Nice placement over there. Who is that? That is Katie Dawson. 11-9 in favor of Collinsville. Back to serve will be Darcy Metzger. This team is very senior loaded for the Kahawks this year. Here is the serve by Metzger. All the way in the back, too far. Easy point there for Highland. 11-10 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Bella Laporta going back to serve it up for the Lady Bulldogs. She does so on the side, picked up by Scrum. Halbrooks sets it up for Metzger, but didn't give her enough room, but it still works. Collinsville has a 2-point lead, 12-10. Collinsville lost 6 to graduation last year. Highland lost 5. That one's way up in the air, up in the air, and there's a ball that tipped off of Kennedy Fisher's hand up front and then found that empty spot. Despite the fact there were 4 Kahawks diving for that ball, it found a spot. 12-11. Collinsville up by 1. Back to serve it up, Anne-Marie Beckmeyer. She started this game with the first serve of the year. In the back, picked up by Dawson, moved ahead by Metzger, and Halbrooks will get it over. And pick up in the back, now moved over to the side for Highland, and that's picked up by Scrum. Halbrooks sets it up. Hill off of a finger and out. Collinsville picks up another point. 13-11. Hill goes out, so does Dawson. Fisher back in. And Sydney Summer comes into the game. She will do the serving here. It's on the way. In the middle. Picked up by Laporta. Over to Cordy. Nice block out front. Good job. Fisher and Halbrooks at the front of the net. Collinsville has their biggest lead of this game. 14-11. 3-point lead. Back to serve it up once again, Sydney Summer. Summer does so all the way in the back, and that's out. It was close, but it was out. (14-12). Kahawks up by 2. Took 3 sets to handle Highland last year at Highland. Here is Reagan Krask back to serve. Does so. Picked up by Fortner. Halbrook setting it up over on the far side. Scrum gets it down, and a nice diving attempt over there by Reagan Krask, but she couldn't quite get to it for Highland. Collinsville picks up another point. And a scrum will come back to serve. Scrum. Nice line drive shot. Barely gets over to net, but does. Oh, up front. Darcy Metzger makes him pay. Collinsville back up by 4. I'm going to turn myself down a little bit here while I blow out everybody's speakers. Scrum serves it up again. This one's out. 16-13. Serve. Scrum right in the middle. Halbrooks up front sets it back up for Scrum. And that one, despite the diving effort there by Olivia Wilkie, it goes off of her hands and all the way into the back of the gym. Collinsville back up by 4. Lauren Fortner back to serve here for Collinsville. Picked up once again by Wilkie, and that is out of bounds. Right down the line, but out off Laporta. And the Kahawks now have their biggest lead of the night, 18-13. Fortner ready to bring it once again. She does so. A little lob shot picked up by Laporta. Moved up and then over onto the other side. Blocked out. And a whistle. A double hit. And Collinsville picks up another point. 19-13. Timeout on the court. We will step aside as well. And we will be back in uno momento here on the Kahok Sports Network. Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, I am Todd Duke. Glad you're with us on the Kahawk Sports Network. Collinsville enjoying a 19-13 lead here in this first set. Took the JV team 3 sets to come out victorious, but nevertheless they did. 2-1. Collinsville has a 5-point lead, their biggest lead of this game, and back to serve it up once again will be Lauren Fortner. Oh, and Laporta put her palms up, and it hits right off of her palms and straight down. Collinsville 5 points away from picking up this first set victory. Never that easy, folks. Never that easy. Here is Fortner ready to serve it up once again. Does so. Picked up in the back by the libero. Moved up front. Oh, little opening right there in the middle. We'll give a Highland a point. 20-14. Tess Cordy, the libero for Highland, will go back to serve. She does. Hannah Scrum up to Elise Halbrooks. Over to this side for Metzger. What a blistering shot she had there, and that one is out of bounds. Collinsville picks up the point. And now 4 points away from wrapping this up. Renaissance Hill Russell comes back into the game. Elise Halbrooks back to serve it up now for the Lady Kahawks. She does so. Gets it over. Cordy picks it up in the back. Sends it back up front. Off of a hand up front. That's Metzger. Now Elise Halbrooks setting it up for Hill. She finds a spot, but it's picked up nicely in the back. Nice dig over there by Vidmar for Highland. And a nice dig on this side, too, by Scrum. And then it goes over. I thought that was headed for the back corner. Didn't even quite make it that far. Oh, Laporta with a big kill there. A blistering shot. That brings her team back to within 6. 21-15 in favor of Collinsville. Megan Vidmar back to serve it up now for Collinsville. Does so. Metzger picks it up to Halbrooks for Scrum. Scrum off the top of the net. Nice dig over there by Cordy for Highland. And now sending it over is Taylor Kesner. Collinsville setting it up again. Oh, what a shot by Darcy Metzger. 22-15. Metzger, for her efforts, will serve this next round up for Collinsville. Here it is. Just got it across the net again, and a nice pickup over there by Wilkie. Highland gets it across. Halbrooks sets it up. Metzger again sends it over to Cordy. Now back over to this side. And a nice dig over there by Fortner. Kept that ball alive. Scrum gets it over. Highland trying to return the favor. Laporta off of the out-of-bounds wire. And that one belongs to Collinsville. Laporta victimized by her own hands the last couple of times here for Highland. 23-15 in favor of Collinsville. Metzger serves it up again. Picked up in the backcourt by Cordy. Collinsville trying to set it up. Hill gets it over. Scrum saves it. Now Metzger has to get it over. She does so. Almost into the rafters. And then picks it back up. It hits the ceiling, and this time the rafter will win that point for Highland. 23-16. Laporta back to serve for Highland. She does so. It's picked up on the left side by Scrum, and going for the diving dig was Halbrooks, and she sent the ball into the stands. 23-17 in favor of Collinsville. So Laporta will serve it up again. Halbrooks sets it up. Nice job getting it over by Dawson. Now back in the back. Here's Metzger for Scrum. Oh, nice block up front by Anne-Marie Beckmeyer. Highland not going away that easy. These last 2 points are always the toughest to get, man. You can smell it, you can taste it, and the other team's like, not so fast. Timeout called by Coach Abby Hanger for her Collinsville Kahawks. So we'll step aside, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and, of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game. or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 23-18 in favor of Collinsville. Back to action. Here is a kill try by Hannah Scrum, and that one got stuffed right back into her face. Almost hit her in the face, and then Fortner was going in there as well. She almost got hit with that hard shot. So 23-19. And Laporta back to serve it up once again for Highland. And Hannah Scrum will take it on the left side. Halbrooks trying to set it back up for Scrum. She pushes it across the line. It ricochets off a couple of bodies. And Collinsville 1 point away from wrapping up this first set victory. Kennedy Fisher checks back into the game. She'll take the place of Fortner. There is Kristen Mitchell. Just returning from a little sickness. She serves it up. Highland trying to get it over. They can't. Collinsville picks up the first victory, 25-19. We'll switch into the court. We'll come back here and have game number 2 for you in just a second on the Kahok Sports Network.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshighbid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their 3rd year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-855-9100 or online at sloanspubhouse.com. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium at 1101 Caseyville Road. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Collinsville wins the first set, 25-19. Trying to close out the match here in this second set. If they can't do that, then we'll have a third set to play. And just about ready to get this second set going. Want to remind you, though, see all the sponsor ads that we're playing. If you are visiting one of our sponsors, I'm not going to tell you to walk in there and go, hey, I'm here because I saw your advertisement on Kahok Sports Network. But if you are doing business with one of our sponsors, thank them for being a sponsor of Kahok Sports and the Collinsville Kahok athletes. Hannah Scrum will serve things up here for Collinsville to get us going in this second set. She does so, and immediately it turns into a point. Right in the middle off Laporta. And we're off and running in set number 2. Scrum once again, back to serve. And in the same spot, this time different results. Highland gets it, sets it up, pushes it over, and Kennedy Fisher and Elise Halbrooks make sure that ball never made it back over the other side of the net. 2-0 in favor of Collinsville. Scrum ready with the next. This one is into the net. She skims the top of that net a lot, so every once in a while she'll mishit it and throw it into the net. Serve it into the net, excuse me. Reagan Krask will come back and serve for Highland. Here it is, and it's picked up by Scrum. Moved up front, Hal Brooks trying to set it up for Metzger, and it's blocked out of bounds by the Highland Bulldogs. So Collinsville takes a 3-1 lead. Here is Kennedy Fisher, the junior, back to serve for the Lady Kahawks. She does so, and it's picked up by Laporta. Moved up front and sent over, and a nice job there by Fisher with that dig. Back into the middle. Hal Brooks, instead of setting it up, just shoves it over. And now over on the far side, a set up there. Nice return by Collinsville. This time a backward setup. Nice job, Kristen Mitchell, to save that one. Hannah Scrum. And now it's finally pushed over by Collinsville. Here comes Highland, and that one's off of Mitchell's hands and all the way back over into the football players cheering section. So Highland picks up their second point, 3-2 in favor of Collinsville. And here is Olivia Wilkie, the junior, for Highland to serve it up for the Bulldogs. Picked up by Fortner, moved up. Hal Brooks sets it up for Metzger. Metzger just shoves it over. Nice save over there by Cordy. And then that one goes out of bounds. Point belongs to Collinsville. Back to serve, Elise Halbrooks. Renaissance Hill comes back into the game. Highland tries, no good. Blocked up front by Darcy Metzger. And Collinsville now up 5-2. This is a team, Highland, that won 33 games last year. They only lost 3 times. Once was to Collinsville. And, of course, they lost to Taylorville in the sectional semifinal. The only other loss they had was to Althoff. Oh, ho, ho, ho. What a kill by Metzger. It was only kept alive because it ended up going off the top of the shoe of Krask. So they had to wait for it to come down to see if anyone could get there, but no one could, and that was a slam by Metzger. Serve by Metzger was not so good. She'll be the first to tell you that. She came away smiling, though. 6-4 in favor of Collinsville. Back to serve, Megan Vidmar for Highland. Does so, and not getting there was Fortner, despite the effort. Got a finger on it as she was sliding by, but that was it. So Highland has gotten back to within 1. Next serve, Fortner this time a little bit more fortunate. Halbrook sets it up for Scrum, and Scrum back in the corner despite the effort by Wilkie. Gives Collinsville their 7th point here in this game. 7-5 in favor of the Lady Kahawks. Fortner will go back to serve. Fortner does so. Picked up by Wilkie. Moved over to the side, and a nice job there finding the open spot by Taylor Kessner, the junior, for Highland. And the Bulldogs are back to within 1 again. Bella Laporta serves it up for Highland. Picked up in the back by Metzger. Moved up for Halbrooks. Now Hill. Back in the corner again. Picked up by Vidmar. Over on the far side, left side. Picked up by Collinsville. Halbrooks to Fortner. Fortner over onto the right side, and a blistering shot there by Scrum, but a nice pickup by Corday. And then the tandem of Fisher and Hill make sure that that one does not come back across. So the Lady Kahoks back up front by 2. They will serve. And they'll bring in the sophomore Sydney Summer to do so. They do have a freshman listed on the varsity team, does Collinsville. Addie Johnson. Haven't seen her yet, but she's on the roster, and that one goes right into the net. Anne-Marie Beckmeyer serving it up for Highland, picked up by Fortner. Halbrooks keeps it alive. Scrum sends it over. Highland trying to set it up front. They do so off of a couple of Kahawks' hands, and a nice job on the dig by Summer. Back over here to this side for Highland. They move the ball up front, smashed across slowly by Coker. Now back over to this side for Scrum, off of a finger and picked up by Laporta. Moved over onto the side, and a nice job getting it over once again by Wilkie. Now Collinsville's turn. Metzger gets it over with a push. Back over to Cordy. Picked up by Scrum. Kept alive by Halbrooks, but she lifted it instead of volleying it. And we are tied at 8. Beckmeyer serves it over again. Metzger gets it across. Highland setting it up. Nice save over there by Summer, but she saves it out of bounds. Collinsville trails for the first time since early in set number 1. Collinsville trailed by as much as 4 in that game and came back and won. Beckmeyer serves again, and that one goes up off the backboard of the basketball net down there at the other end. And Anne-Marie Beckmeyer and the Highland Bulldogs on a little bit of a roll here. 10-8 in favor of Highland. Fortner has to tie her shoe, so we wait for that. Mission accomplished. Next serve. That one's out. Well, that brings the Kahawks back to within 1. And it'll be Hannah Scrum's turn to go back and serve it up for Collinsville. She does. Highland moves it up front. Oh, perfect placement there by Taylor Kessner, and Scrum couldn't get to that spot in time. 11-9. Reagan Krask serves for Highland. Picked up by Fortner. To Halbrooks. To Fisher. Fisher shot good. Blocked up front by a couple Highland Bulldogs, but then it falls right down to their feet. And Collinsville again back to within 1. Here is Kennedy Fisher. Serving it up for the Lady Kahawks. She does so. Into the back. Picked up. Moved up. And now it has to go over. It does so. There is Kristen Mitchell, who gets a little bit of English on that ball. And it had a little spin to it. And then it took that spin right off of the hand of Megan Vidmar. And down it went. And Collinsville has tied it at 11. Here's Fisher. Oh, that's out of bounds. Wrong side of the antenna there for Highland. And Fisher back at it again. Picked up and moved over, and then Halbrooks just tries to dump it right back instead of trying to set it up, and it pays off as That ball had more spin on it, and the Highland Lady Bulldogs couldn't find the handle to get it back over. Collinsville now back up by 2. Fisher serving this whole time. Now Highland trying to set it up. Cordy gets it across. Fisher got her hands on it, but then it went a little wonky after that. So Highland back to within 1. Olivia Wilkie serves. Nice dig by Fortner. Now Metzger gets it over. Highland gets it over at the last second by Krask. And it's out of bounds. 14-12 in favor of Collinsville. Elise Halbrooks back to serve. Sydney Summer back to the bench. Hill back in. This one picked up by Cordy right in the middle. Shoved over to the side. Laporta, what a nice block there by Metzger. Oh, that time Mitchell just got a hand on it, but this time it was Hill whose return volley went out of bounds. 14-13. We have a close one here. Cordy back to serve. Does so. Collinsville picks it up and sets it up. Kristen Mitchell gets it over. Highland saves it and then sends it across. Nice block up front to keep it alive by Collinsville. Halbrooks. Metzger. Oh! What a lot of speed behind that shot. Cordy got a piece of it, but she couldn't do much with it. 15-13 in favor of Collinsville, and Metzger will go back to serve now. Right in front of her dad, Bill, who was over there filming. And that one goes into the net. She's done that a couple of times tonight, has Darcy. 15-14. Collinsville with the 1-point lead. Here's Megan Vidmar back to serve for Highland. Metzger picks it up in the back, sends it up front for Halbrooks, who will set it up for Mitchell. Mitchell sends it in the back. That one's back towards me. It's kept alive by Highland, but then it gets going to go in the stands, and some of the patrons have to play a little volleyball as well. More like a save the face volleyball. Fortner will go back to serve for Collinsville. Kahawks are up 16-14. Serve. Makes it across. Picked up by Cordy. Laporta tries to slam it, but there's the door. That was put right back by Fisher and Scrum. Collinsville takes a 17-14 lead. And we are back in just a moment after a brief timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. Hope everybody's enjoying their Thursday, getting ready for a long holiday weekend. We are back underway, and that one goes out of bounds. Off the serve for Collinsville. That brings Highland back to within 2, 17-15. Laporta will go back to serve it up for Highland. She does so, picked up by Scrum. Halbrooks sets it up for Fisher, and off of Laporta, going out of bounds, and it stays that way. A nice try over there by Olivia Wilkie, but that ball was already heading toward the stands, and then she got a hand on it and sent it deeper. Here is Sydney Summer, one of 4 sophomores on the team. Gets it across, and a nice dig there in the middle by Corday. Collinsville trying to set it up. Halbrooks to Scrum, and block out on the right side by Kessner.
will give Highland a point, and the Lady Bulldogs are back to within 2. It'll be Anne-Marie Beckmeyer. She went on a little bit of a service run there the last time she was in this position. All the way in the back, too strong this time. Collinsville picks up an easy one, 19-16. Lady Kahawks trying to go for the 2-set sweep. Collinsville only played in 4 matches last year that went 3 sets. Nice dig by Laporta. Moves it up front. That was a nice little deceptive move there up front by Highland, and another nice move by the tall girl, Sydney Coker. That one's out of bounds, though. Highland not helping themselves out here with these out-of-bounds shots. That's 2 in a row. Here's Hannah Scrum. Back to serve it up for Collinsville. Picked up by Corday, and a nice job saving it for her teammate, and then Corday has to send it over on the 3rd and final chance. Here is Darcy Metzger off of a couple of hands up front. Corday sets it up over on the far side, and Wilkie got it over. Now Halbrook sets it up for Fisher, who finds a shot right over the head of Vidmar into the back corner. Nice placement there by Collinsville. Another timeout coming up. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place World Champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Back here at Collinsville High School, Kahawks have a 21-16 lead. Hannah Scrum serves it up, and it's going to be 22-16. In the back, nice try by Tess Cordy for Highland, but she sent it straight backwards. Collinsville 3 points away from wrapping up a 2-set victory without going to the 3rd set. Cordy once again picks it up. Laporta sends it sky high, or excuse me, her teammate did, and then Laporta hits it too hard and out of bounds. 23-16. Scrum back to serve it up once again here for Collinsville. She does so, and once again, Corday picks it up. Kahawks, Halbrooks, Metzger. Metzger shot. Saved by 2 girls, but didn't get enough lift on it, and try as she might, Sydney Coker couldn't come in there in time to pick that one up, and Collinsville 1 point away from wrapping up a 2-set victory to open the season. Scrum back to serve it up again. She does so. Oh, line drive shot. Laporta picks it up right in the middle, and she's going to have to send it back over. She does so. Scrum to Halbrooks to Fisher. Fisher off of a finger. Nope, not off of a finger. I thought it was off of a finger. That's why I'm up here announcing and not down there refereeing. Krask back to serve it up for Highland. Highland will have some work to do if they want to send this to a 3rd set. Fortner, Halbrooks, Fisher. Into the net. Once again, Krask. Collinsville up 24-18, trying to wrap it up, and they almost got that one, but it just barely ticks over the net, which always messes with the players on the other side, and it did that time, and just like that, Highland has rattled off 3 points in a row, and now Coach Hanger
would like to call a timeout. So we'll step aside one more time. Back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking in the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo's O'Fallon branch office for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon. Call Bill at 618-632-1010. Visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online at fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here at Collinsville, 24-19. Highland trying to claw their way back in here. They've rattled off the last 3 points. Here is Krask serving it up again. Fortner, nice dig. Halbrooks will just send it over instead of setting it up. And then Collinsville blocks the ensuing shot, and the Kahawks win the second set by a score of 25-19, the same score that they won the first set on, and the Lady Kahawks have started off victorious in game number 1 of the year. Well, post-game shows here. That one is going to be brought to you by Cullip Jennings Florist. Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist, located at 517 West Clay Street. You can stop in for weekly specials. And this week, they are sticking with the Cullip Jennings special of Daisies. $19.95, comes in a stylish vase. If you would like more information, call Cullip Jennings Florist at 344-0404. Kahawks win 2-0, 25-19, both sets. Back with the pregame show in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design. Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Something old can be something new again. The Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville proves that old adage right one more time. Derek and Whitney Reiser, along with brewmaster and distillery operator Torrin O'Brien, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is not just a place to eat and drink, but more of a must-experience destination in the St. Louis area. With its Collinsville Herald newspaper feel, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery features a restaurant, a tap room, and of course a state-of-the-art one-of-a-kind distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery can handle all of your group functions, as well with an event space that can handle you and 79 of your friends for any large gathering. And the food? Well, simply amazing, with local and new favorites, plus brunch on Sundays. How about bocce ball or bags on the patio? Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 855-8027, online at oldheraldbrewing.com, or on Facebook at Old Herald.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Call Up Jennings Florist post-game show. I think I said pre-game right at the end there. Post-game show. Pre is before, post is after, Todd. As your Lady Kahoks are victorious here tonight, 25-19, both sets. And Collinsville had to come back. In that first set, they were down by, I think, 5, 7-2 in that first set. They came roaring back, tied it up, and then took the lead, and then cruised on to a 25-19 victory in that first set. The second set was a little bit tighter throughout. We were tied a lot during that set, 8-8, 9-9, and then we went up to 14-14, I believe, something like that. And then Collinsville went on a little bit of a run there, helped out by some mistakes by the Highland Lady Bulldogs, most notably just hitting the ball too far and hitting it out of bounds. And Collinsville took advantage of those points and went on to victory by a score of 25-19 on both counts. So the Lady Kahoks pretty good here tonight on both sides of the varsity and the JV. Freshmen, they're still learning. They're still working their things out and trying to get together as a team. They lost 25-20 and 25-8 to the freshman versions of the Highland Lady Bulldogs. And the JV team, they had to go all 3 sets for their matches, but Collinsville came out on top of that one as well. The Lady Kahoks junior varsity Kahoks won 25-18 in their first set, lost by that same score in the second set, 25-18, and then won the third set in a nail-biter, 25-23. So that looks like it may do it for us. I know I'm supposed to have someone to talk to, but as usual, the first game of the year, that's the one where everybody's like, oh yeah, we were supposed to do that, weren't we? We'll see if it happens as I'm going through my list here of things I need to talk about. Most notably, we'll be back on the air with you tomorrow as we open up the football season. That's right. It is football time. Week number 1 of the 9-week regular season football schedule gets underway, and we start off on the road tomorrow at Cahokia. The Comanches are playing hosts. Last year, Collinsville took on Cahokia in the first game of the year, and we didn't fare too well in that one, so we're going to hope to do a little bit better on the road. Second year for Coach Mike Popovich and his Collinsville Kahoks under, of course, the head coach's tutelage, and we'll see how everything pans out tomorrow. I'm hoping for bigger and better things. Looking at these guys. In that video I posted on the Facebook page not too long ago, those guys are pumped and ready to go. I do have a post-game guest. You all right there? All right. Darcy Metzger joins us on the post-game program. How you doing, dear?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So how nervous and tense is it for you down there to be serving right in front of your dad?
Right in front of my dad. Well, my dad and I, we have a thing where we make mean faces at each other right before the game, but it's not necessarily a nervous thing. It's more fun to be in front of people.
Hey, he's a good guy, man. He likes to have fun, and he's been supporting you for a long time, and
yeah.
I know that's kind of cool. But I was saying that, too. I'm like, Darcy Metzger, she's going to serve right in front of her dad, and that's the one where it hit right into the net. I'm like, oh, she must be nervous, but we'll chalk it up to something else. All right. That was pretty impressive. You guys were down in that first set and came roaring back. Talk to me and let me know what you thought of the first set.
Yeah, so Highland, they came out ready to fight, but we really wanted to win, and so we knew that we weren't going to give up in the first set, so we just had to push that much harder.
And the second set seemed a little bit easier. You guys didn't have to come back because you weren't losing, but it got a little tight there. You guys tied it up a bunch of times before you finally ran away with it there at the end.
Yeah, so we came out strong in the second set, and we got a little unfocused for a few points, but we came back, we refocused as a group, and that just helped us win the rest of the set.
senior this year, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, never thought you'd make it that far, did you?
Well.
Eventually.
It's kind of shock whenever you're running out and they're announcing your name and you hear senior and you're like, wow, freshman year was yesterday.
Yeah, and you know what? Get used to that because that's the way life usually goes there, girl. All right, so Elise Halbrooks and Hannah Scrum and you and Kristen Mitchell, you guys have been playing together for quite a long time.
Yeah, 4 years.
And the chemistry is very noticeable. You guys almost know where each other's going to be, don't you?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think we all get along on the court, and we also all get along off the court. We're really good friends. We all hang out with each other. It's just we have good relationships between each other.
Yeah, and you guys got some of the younger ones coming up. Sydney Summer, she was out there a couple of times tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen her on the soccer field last year. She was a freshman last year doing that stuff. So talk to me about the younger girls and what you think of them, and they must have improved as practice has gone along this summer.
Yeah, so our underclassmen, they have so much potential. We have a lot of new people that are new to volleyball, and so we practice together. We work together through everything. We're all as a team. We don't separate. We don't go off in our own separate groups. We work together, and so that way we can become good as a team.
You guys are expecting good things this year, aren't you?
For sure.
Yeah, you guys won 22 games last year, shooting for a little bit higher and a little bit better success in the playoffs. Man, even though last year you guys had nothing to hang your heads about, man. You guys beat a good Belleville team, and then you lost to a very good O'Fallon team, and it was a nail-biter.
Yeah. We're hoping to come back even stronger this year.
At Belleville West on Tuesday, so your conference schedule gets underway the very next game. Mm-hmm. What do you think about the conference schedule, man? It's never easy, is it?
No, it's never easy. We're in a tough conference, but I think we have some good competition, and I think it's going to be a good season.
Just going to make you a little stronger facing those good teams. Darcy Metzger, thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.
You are very welcome. Darcy Metzger joining us here on the post-game program, and that is going to do it for us. As I mentioned, we'll be in Cahokia tomorrow. We're going to get you set for some football action. We will be on the air at about 6:40, and there's no JV game to hold anything back, so hopefully we'll be on time, and, of course, the game starts at 7 p.m. My name is Todd Duke. A big thank you to Coach Abby Hanger for hanging out with us during the pregame show, and a big thanks to Darcy Metzger for doing the same in the postgame show. And until tomorrow evening, my name is Todd Duke. Everyone have yourselves a fantastic evening.